Rimuru go back in time by Rimu-chi. Meeting before killing. Rimuru's POV. After the intense battle with Hinata, I teleport Tis and the kids with me back to my office in Tempest. I know Chloe must have so many questions swirling around in her mind, but it's best not to reveal that I've come back from the future. So, I keep up the act, making sure she believes that in this timeline, she can still save me. Hey, guys, did you miss me? I ask with a smile. The girls don't even wait, they rush toward me in a blur of excitement, tackling me in a massive hug. I barely have time to react before I'm surrounded by a chorus of voices. Welcome back, Rimuru-sama. Welcome back, Rimuru-san, welcome back, Rimuru. Yeah, it's good to be back, I chuckle, gently patting each of them on the head. Then I motion toward Shizu, who's standing quietly by my side. Hey, everyone, look who's here, your Shizu-sensei. Alice's eyes widen as she runs up, practically tackling Shizu with a hug. Shizu-sensei. You're still alive, Chloe exclaims, throwing her arms around Shizu, her eyes brimming with joy. Kenya, Gale, and Ryuta join the hug as well, their faces lighting up with relief and happiness. I thought you abandoned us, Ryuta says softly, a hint of sadness still lingering in his voice. Yeah, but I knew Shizu-sensei wouldn't leave us like that, Kenya adds with a determined nod. Right, Shizu-sensei. Shizu smiles gently, her voice soft yet reassuring. No, I didn't abandon you. I just had to find a way to help you all, to save you. But now, everything's alright. I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. The kids cling to her, clearly overjoyed. I watch them with a warm smile before turning to everyone else. Alright, everyone, welcome to Tempest. I say, gesturing around us. Then I look at Tis, giving her a gentle nod. And, ladies, meet Tis. She'll be one of you from now on. Kaguli arches an eyebrow, a small smirk playing on her lips. Another woman, huh? Soka chuckles, folding her arms with a mischievous glint in her eyes. You seduced her too, didn't you, Rimuru-sama? I shake my head, smiling. It's not like that, Soka. Her feelings are genuine, just like all of you. Tis blushes, bowing slightly. NNICE to meet you all. I'm Tis, and Before she can finish, Goblina steps forward with a big grin. Welcome to Rimuru-sama's harem, Tishin. I'm Goblina. Gabwa laughs, giving Tis a friendly pat on the shoulder. And I'm Gabwa. Nice to meet ya. Kaguli gives her a cool nod. I'm Kaguli. Shion steps forward with a warm smile. I'm Shion, pleased to meet you. And I'm Shuna, Shuna adds, her voice gentle but welcoming. Rain waves with a friendly smile. I'm Rain. Great to meet you, Tis. Soka steps in last with a nod. The name's Soka. Nice to meet you. Then Shizu steps forward, offering Tis a warm smile. And I'm Shizu Izawa. Nice to meet you, Tis. I remember seeing you once before, but we never had the chance to talk. Tis smiles shyly. Nice to meet you all too. Sorry if I'm a bit awkward. Rain chuckles and waves her hand dismissively. It's no big deal. You'll fit right in. As everyone introduces themselves, Chloe and Alice glance up at Shizu, their expressions curious. Shizu-sensei, why did you introduce yourself like that? They ask at the same time, causing a ripple of chuckles from the others. Shizu's cheeks pinken slightly, but she maintains her composure. It's because, your Rimuru-sensei is married to me as well. The kids gasp in shock, their eyes wide as they look between Shizu and me. What? They exclaim. When? How? Why didn't you tell us? I hold up a hand, laughing at their barrage of questions. Alright, I'll explain everything later. For now, let's get you all settled. I call out to one of the female goblins waiting by the door. She quickly enters and gives me a respectful bow. Please take the kids and let them choose any rooms they like, I say, gesturing toward the kids. Right away, Rimuru-sama, she replies, guiding the kids out of the office. As they leave, they glance back, still clearly excited and brimming with questions. Once they're gone, I turn back to my fiancés, who are all looking at me with varied expressions, some curious, some teasing. So, another fiancé, huh, Rimuru-sama. Kaguli says with a smirk, folding her arms. I grin, rubbing the back of my neck. What can I say? It seems I have a talent for finding strong and beautiful allies. Tis blushes, her face turning even redder as she glances down, feeling slightly overwhelmed by all the attention. Goblina laughs, giving Tis a playful nudge. Don't worry, Tishin. You're family now. Shuna steps forward, placing a gentle hand on Tiss's shoulder. Yes. Welcome to the family, Tiss. We're all here for you. Tiss smiles, her eyes glistening with emotion. Thank you, all of you. Seeing the bonds forming between them fills me with a sense of pride and warmth. It's good to be back, surrounded by people I trust, people who mean the world to me. As we finish up our reunion, Goblina, Gobwa, Shion, and Shuna turn to me with a mix of smiles and determination. Rimuru-sama, we'll be returning to our duties now, Goblina says with a gentle smile. The others nod in agreement, and one by one, each of them steps forward, giving me a brief, affectionate kiss. Welcome back, Rimuru-sama, Shion whispers as she pulls away, her violet eyes sparkling with warmth before she turns to leave. Yes, it's good to have you back, Shuna adds, her voice soft and sincere as she gently touches my hand. Gobwa gives me a playful wink before she heads out, and Goblina nods one last time, looking a bit reluctant but just as focused. I watch as they all leave, feeling a bit left out. I sigh, shaking my head with a mock pout. Seriously. I'm finally back, and they're already diving back into work instead of spending time with me. Shizu chuckles softly, crossing her arms as she watches them go. Well, Rimuru-san, Tempest is pretty important to them. They each have responsibilities they care deeply about. I nod, sighing again. Yeah, I know. It's just, after all that time, it'd be nice if we could all just relax for a while, you know. Shizu steps closer, placing a comforting hand on my shoulder. They missed you too, Rimuru-san. But you know how dedicated they are. Just give them a little time, and I'm sure you'll have everyone's undivided attention soon. I grin, feeling a bit better. Thanks, Shizu. You always know what to say. She gives me a warm smile, and we stand in companionable silence for a moment. Then, I glance back at Tiss, who has been watching everything quietly, still getting used to the atmosphere in Tempest. So, Tiss, I say, gesturing for her to come closer, how about I give you a tour of Tempest after this Falmouth issue? Your family now, after all. Tiss brightens, nodding eagerly. I'd love that, Rimuru-san. Thank you. Shizu chuckles, folding her arms. And maybe I'll come along too, just to make sure you don't get too carried away. I laugh, realizing how lucky I am to have all of them here. It feels like the start of a new chapter, and I'm ready for it. With a smile, I look around the room and say, all right, everyone, let's get down to business. My gaze shifts to a figure sitting quietly to the side, observing us all with a guarded expression. So, Mayurin, I call out, catching her attention. As I say her name, the others glance at me curiously, clearly wondering how I already know her name. I continue smoothly, what are your plans for the future? Mayurin hesitates, her voice soft but steady. To be honest, I don't have any plans, Rimuru-sama. I don't have much of a future as things stand now. Shizu steps forward, her tone concerned. Rimuru-san, Mayurin has a little problem. I nod, already aware of the issue. Yeah, I know. The cursed heart, right? Shizu nods. Yes. Do you think you could help her? I give her a reassuring smile. Of course. How could I not help? One of my destined ones. Mayurin's eyes widen in surprise, and she glances at me, confusion and curiosity flickering across her face. I take a step toward her, lowering myself until our eyes meet at the same level. What's wrong, Mayurin? Never had anyone look at you like this before. I reach out, lifting her chin gently with my hand, my voice dropping to a murmur. What I mean is, you're important, Mayurin. And I'm here to make sure you know that. I can feel her breath hitch as she stares up at me, her cheeks flushing a faint pink. Rimuru-sama, why would you want to help me? Why wouldn't I? I say softly, my thumb brushing over her cheek. You've been through a lot, haven't you? But now, all that's in the past. You deserve a chance to live free, without any chains holding you down. Her lips part slightly, but words seem to fail her. She's vulnerable, and I can sense a faint tremor in her gaze, like a glimmer of hope that she's afraid to let herself feel. Shizu watches us quietly, giving me an approving nod. The other girls, though slightly surprised, exchange knowing looks, understanding the gentleness I'm showing Mayurin. I smile softly. All right, Mayurin, let's free you from that cursed heart. My hand moves from her chin to just above her heart, feeling the faint pulse beneath my fingertips. I close my eyes, channeling my power. In an instant, the curse dissolves. Opening my eyes, I see her looking at me with astonishment. I can't feel it anymore. It's gone, she whispers, her hand instinctively reaching up to where the cursed heart used to be. I smile warmly. You're free now, Mayurin. Free to choose your own path. She stares at me, her expression softening, her gaze filled with a mixture of gratitude and something deeper. Rimuru-sama, thank you. I don't know what to say. I reach out, taking her hand gently. No need to say anything. Just take your time. Think about what you want to do from here. Your future is yours now. I can feel her pulse quicken beneath my touch, and she looks at me with a slightly nervous smile. I will, Rimuru-sama. I promise. Good. I release her hand slowly, giving her one last lingering glance before walking over to the couch and taking a seat. The other girls watch me with amused smiles, and Shizu gives a small chuckle. You're just as charming as ever, Rimuru-san. I grin, reclining back on the couch. What can I say? I just like seeing people smile. After saving her, I give Mayurin a gentle smile. So, what would you say if I asked you to be one of my fiancés? Her eyes widen slightly, a mixture of surprise and curiosity flashing in them. Why, Rimuru-sama? I mean, why would you want someone like me? I lean a bit closer, my voice soft and sincere. Because you're one of my destined ones, Mayurin. There's something about you, something that tells me you belong here with me. I felt it the moment I saw you. She blushes, looking away as she processes my words. Destined one, she murmurs, glancing back at me with a faint smile. Before she can respond, the other girls quickly gather around, their curiosity getting the better of them. So, Rimuru-sama, Goblina asks with a playful grin, just how many destined ones do you have? Rain crosses her arms, raising an eyebrow. Yeah, Rimuru-san, I think we'd all like to know. I chuckle, scratching my head. Honestly, I don't know myself. It's a bit of a mystery even to me. The girls exchange amused glances, and Kagali raises a brow as she looks at Mayurin. Well, Mayurin, what's your answer? Are you joining us? They all watch her expectantly, waiting for her decision. Mayurin hesitates, a small smile tugging at her lips. I didn't think something like this would happen to me. But, deep down, I think I already knew. The moment I saw Rimuru-sama, I felt something special. She takes a deep breath, looking back at me with a soft expression. So, yes, I'd be honored to join you. The girls all beam, exchanging pleased glances and welcoming Mayurin warmly. I step forward, my gaze fixed on her, feeling an undeniable pull between us. Gently, I take her hand, drawing her close until there's barely any space between us. Mayurin, I murmur, my voice low, welcome to my family. Slowly, I lean in, capturing her lips in a tender, lingering kiss. She gasps softly against me, but then her hands gently rest on my shoulders, and she melts into the kiss, her heart finally open and free. When we pull away, there's a softness in her eyes I hadn't seen before, a mix of relief, joy, and something deeper. Thank you, Rimuru-sama, she whispers, a hint of awe in her voice. After gathering everyone in the grand hall of the castle, I look around at my fiancés, Benimaru, Hikuro, Gobta, Akamaru, Geld, Rigyur, and his son Rigurd. With the Falmouth army mobilizing, it's time to formulate a strategy to protect Tempest. I clear my throat, and everyone's attention focuses on me. Alright, here's what we're dealing with. The Falmouth army has about 70,000 soldiers. They're setting up 4 large camps around the Jura forest to create a powerful barrier against us. We're going to send teams to each of these camps to disrupt their setup. Benimaru frowns, crossing his arms. A barrier that big. If they're using crystal nodes, taking out those camps will weaken their hold on the area. I nod. Exactly. Benimaru, I need you to lead a team to the northern camp. Hikuro, you'll head to the eastern camp. Gobta, take your goblin riders to the west, and Akamaru, the south is yours. Benimaru nods firmly. Understood, Rimuru-sama. I'll make sure they don't get a chance to reinforce their defenses. Hikuro steps forward, his expression serious. If they have elite warriors guarding these camps, I'll be ready. My blade will ensure none of them interfere with our plans. Gobta grins, clearly ready for a challenge. Rimuru-sama, with Ranga by my side, we'll hit the western camp so fast they won't know what happened. Akamaru gives a fierce nod. I'll take care of the southern camp. My team will make sure that barrier doesn't get completed. I glance at Geld. Geld, you'll be on standby to provide reinforcements to any team that encounters unexpected resistance. Yelled pounds a fist to his chest. Count on me, Rimuru-sama. My forces are ready to step in whenever needed. Then, I turn to Rigure and Rigurd. You two, I need you to patrol around Tempest's outer perimeter. If any of their scouts make it close, intercept them before they report back. Rigure nods eagerly. We won't let them get near the city. Rigurd chimes in, our forces are small but well trained. We'll make sure any intruders are stopped. At this, Shion steps forward, an eyebrow raised. So what about the main force, Rimuru-sama? 70,000 soldiers, you're not planning to face all of them alone, are you? I smirk, feeling the determination rise. Yes, Shion. That's exactly what I'm planning. 70,000 soldiers are a big force, but I'm more than capable of handling them myself. Shuna looks worried. Rimuru-sama, are you certain? They may have powerful mages or other hidden weapons. You don't need to face them alone. I appreciate your concern, Shuna, I say, giving her a reassuring smile. But I'm confident I can handle them. Besides, the rest of you will be needed here to defend the castle and keep watch over the inner defenses. Rain crosses her arms, giving me a playful grin. Well, I wouldn't expect anything less from you, Rimuru-san. But do make sure to come back in one piece. We don't want you slacking off. I chuckle. I promise, I'll be back before you know it. Kaguli raises an eyebrow. Out of curiosity, Rimuru-sama, how do you plan to deal with so many soldiers by yourself? Let's just say I want test something got, I reply, winking. They won't know what hit them. Mayurin, standing nearby, looks at me with admiration. Rimuru-sama, just how powerful are you? Powerful enough to keep everyone here safe, I say with a warm smile. Shion steps forward, a hint of worry in her voice. Please be careful, Rimuru-sama. We'll be here waiting for you. I nod. Thank you, Shion. All of you, keep the castle secure and look after one another. With one last look around, I feel a surge of confidence. Alright then, everyone. Let's do this. For Tempest. They all respond with enthusiasm, ready to defend Tempest. I give them a final nod before setting out to face the 70,000 soldiers waiting on the battlefield.